Hi there everybody, welcome to my first sew along. Today we'll be working on the Colette pattern 1025 Laurel. And hi, it's me, YahTrav. Here we've got our paper pattern piece and some clear transfer paper so we can use that pattern multiple times. Oh, we'll also be doing version 2. Damn, we're going fast. So I've got the front pattern piece, back pattern piece, sleeve, and pocket. Let's go! I've doubled up my material so I can lay down the pattern pieces, cut once, and get 2 pieces. If you read your pattern book, you'll see how the diagram shows to set up your pattern pieces. Here we can see I'm cutting the front on the fold, snip, snip, snip. Here we go, hyperspeed. Oh, what a blessing. While I cut, I'll tell you, I'm YahTrav. I also go by TravB, and yeah, this is my sew along. Here we go, we've doubled up the material again, got some more paper pattern piece cutting to come up. Okay, we're all flattened out, nice and clean. Okay, let's get that pocket on there, cut 2 pockets. Let's get that sleeve on there. We'll be cutting 2 sleeves, and we'll be in business. Okay, it looks like everything's weighted down now. It's time to get back those scissors. Snip, snip, snip. Oh yeah, I love my gold fabric scissors. I always try to make sure that I have scissors in my studio for specific things. Fabric scissors, denim scissors, just miscellaneous scissors. Alright, we're ready to go. Look, there's a sewing machine. Okay, we're taking off those paper pattern pieces, and now it looks like we are stay stitching. So just on the edge of the material, a single straight stitch, keep that material nice and stable. And we're doing that with the back pieces and the front piece. Just stitch it up nice and secure. Get ready for lots more sewing to come ahead. We're almost done with this. Alright, looking good. Okay, we're moving on to pockets. Yes, 2 pockets. Love it. Let's mark it up using that paper pattern piece. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, so now you're just stitching those upper corners. You'll see that you'll eventually flip it so it's a clean edge on top of the pocket, but for now, it's each of those edges of the pocket, as you can see. And right now I'm doing a little bit of pocket manipulation. I'm using a knit material that has a bit of a stretch, so I wanted to use a bunch of little clamping clips to secure that edge underneath. And as you can see with those scissors, I'm also cutting the edges where there's a large curve just to help out with that. Pinch, pinch, snip, snip, and looks like I've got my front piece right there, and I'm using the dots on it to transfer the marks of where my front pockets will be. Look at her go. Okay, we're getting those pockets pinned in. Take your time doing this. There's no need to rush unless you're making a video like this and you put it in super speed. So I'm checking my pockets, they're all lined up right. I take all that material and get it underneath that machine and start stitching away. Take your time, relax, smell the coffee and the roses. Alright, check out that pocket, make sure that material's aligned flat. I like it. I love it. Ooh, look at those hands right in those pockets. Magic. What are we working on now? Oh, look at that. We've got some side darts. So with the Laurel pattern, it comes with 2 side darts in the front and 2 back darts on the back. Now we're sewing up those side darts starting from the outside and going on into that fine point. We're going to get that fit just right. Just right, just tight. Alright, snip, snip. Okay, and it looks like now we're marking our back dart pieces. Looks like my camera is a little bit high for this one, but I'll explain what's going on. I'm marking the top and bottom points of the dart and the middle sides of them. Essentially, we'll make a beautiful little diamond that will stitch up and will help us get a tighter fit on the back side. I'm using my ruler just to be extra careful and make sure I get it all nice. We're not looking for any type of wonky darts. Not today. So here I am again, back at the machine, starting it up, sewing up those back darts. Beautiful. Take your time and make sure everything lines up. Love it. And now one of my favorite parts, we're tying off the thread on the top and bottom of the dart to make sure it's secure. You don't want to backstitch because that'll usually make too much of a bulky area. So just tying them off will do. After tying them off with this pattern, it also asks that you take a small little snip from the very middle of the dart just to give it a little bit of room. All right, look at that. We're onto the sleeves. And look at my purple hair. Amen. Okay, so we're just marking the sleeve lines. You'll see where these points will come into play later. Just kind of helping you. Oh, look at that. We're using some scrap material in the studio from the same project to make the cuffs for the sleeves. Maybe the caps, whatever you want to call them. We're just doing this to make sure that our sleeve edges are nice and clean. Yep, there you go. Get it all marked up right. So great. I love using scrap material. Sleeves, come on, come through. Yep, there you go. Got both my sleeves, both my caps. Let's get onto that sewing machine now. Alright, it looks like right now I am simply just stitching on those caps to the edge of the sleeves. I will then flip them out when I'm finished and make it so it's a nice enclosed cap. Oh, right now, these are those 2 dots that I marked earlier. You'll do a series of stitches through that area, and this will just help you adjust the sleeve when you're putting it onto the main body. Oh, here's that edge of the sleeve that I was talking about. My little hand needle with some bright orange neon thread. Clean it all up. Oh, and now you see me with my little snips cleaning up all the extra little threads that I had from just doing some hand stitching. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, wow, we're going really fast for this one. What's going on? Oh, say a prayer. Please, please, please. Okay, and we are off. This right now, I am attaching the sleeve to the body of the garment. What I wanted to do was create an enclosed seam though. That means there'd be no raw edges. So what I'm doing right now is sewing underside to underside. After doing that, you trim one of your seam allowances and then you encase that seam within it. I can make a later video showing this precisely, but that's just what I'm doing. So right now, I have the full arm of the garment on the machine. You can see that I'm going bit by bit and just sewing up that entire seam that I've just created, just to get it nice and clean. Almost there. It does take a little bit more time, but this is how we make a finished garment finished, or at least give it the appearance of being a finished clean garment. Okay, we are almost done. We're measuring out the neckline. Let's get a nice clean collar on this garment. Oh, and before the show's over, look at that. My industrial serger, Juki. Oh yeah, check it out, see how it's going, do a little test, clean, clean, clean. All right, let's see if it can handle this material. I always, always, always encourage people to do a test material stitch out before you sew a project. Nobody wants you to use that final material and have it not go so good within your machine. So here I am walking around with the collar of the machine, and I'm already jumping on that serger. Looks like right now I'm just cleaning up the back of that edge. I don't want my material to fray, so I'm just taking a single layer and going through the whole length of that back opening. Alright, and now I'm back on the sewing machine, stitching those parts all back together. It looks like I'm just sewing up that back portion, but making sure I leave about a 7 to 8 inch opening up top, just so I can slip into the garment that much easier. You go, girl, keep on stitching. Oh, I can almost taste it. This project is almost done, and I think you're really going to like how this garment looks. Okay, this is a back example of that opening. You can see the serge edges and where I have then stitched the clothes. What's this? Oh, maybe this is that collar part. We are so close. Just get that collar on, get it nice and clean. We'll put a little hook and eye closure on the back part of the neck, and we should be set. So close, I can almost taste it. Oh my gosh. And wow, thanks again for coming along on this sewing adventure with me. My first sew along. Let me know if you want to see some more. All right, snip, snip. Now, here we go. We are looking at that neckline. We've got some pins in there so you can tell that I'm about to hand stitch it. We've got it nice and clean up top. And you can see right here, this is that edge that we're going to put that hook and eye on for a closure. Come on, beauty mogul. Get it, influencer. What a treat. And we're basically done. I mean, bam! There she is, hands in those pockets looking cute. There's that back opening with that little hook eye closure. There's a detail of that front pocket looking gorgeous. There's a detail of that back closure that I was telling you about. And there she is, abracadabra. Magic. This is YahTrav signing off. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching my first official sew through. There'll be many more to come, I'm sure. Until then, take care, be well, love yourself. Bye.